Good evening. A young man without ambition is an old man waiting to be, once said by Stephen Brist. Welcome to BMC News Live, presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. Bahrain to host first ever statistical data and metadata exchange global conference in Middle East. Consulting firm commissioned to draw up 6th National Telecommunications Plan. Bahrain and Finland held the third round of political consultations. Dubai announced $2.3 million self-driving bus challenge test. Global public debt hit record of $92 trillion, UN reported. Today's news in detail. Bahrain to host first ever statistical data and metadata exchange global conference in Middle East. Bahrain will be hosting the 9th SDMX Global Conference on Statistical Data and Metadata Exchange from October 29 to November 2 on the theme of empowering data communities. The event is co-organized by the SDMX sponsors and the Bahrain Information and E-Government Authority with support of ESCWA and Banca d'Italia, and will be bringing together a broad range of official statistics compliers and users from national, regional and international agencies, academia and the private sector. The global conference is a bi-annual event for the official statistics community worldwide to share information on recent and upcoming SDMX developments, leveraging SDMX tools and technologies for enhanced collaboration and knowledge sharing. Consulting firm commissioned to draw up 6th National Telecommunications Plan. Arthur D. Little, an international management consulting firm, has been awarded a tender to draw up Bahrain's 6th National Telecommunications Plan 2023 to 2026. The Ministry of Telecommunications has commissioned the consulting firm to elaborate the 4-year roadmap under a contract worth of 275,000 Bahraini dinars. Arthur D. Little won the project as its bid was evaluated and considered to be the best technically and financially, beating 5 other firms which were in the fray vying for the project. The plan aims to reinforce the telecommunications infrastructure, provide high-quality services, encourage innovation and investment in communication technology, in addition that to creating an attractive environment for innovative companies in the important field. Bahrain and Finland held the third round of political consultations. The Kingdom of Bahrain yesterday hosted the third round of political consultations between Bahrain and Finland. Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmad Al Khalifa, Political Affairs Under Secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and Sophie from Emersberger, the Director General of the Department of the Africa and the Middle East at the Finnish Foreign Affairs Ministry, co-chaired the event. Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed lauded the solid Bahrain-Finland relations, stressing that the steady growth of bilateral ties over the past 4 years and 4 decades reflects the two countries' keenness to bolster their cooperation and partnership across political, economic and cultural fields, as well as back global efforts to consolidate security, stability and peace. First Bahrain-Kuwait security meeting held. Ministries of Interior in the Kingdom of Bahrain and the State of Kuwait have agreed to form joint executive working teams to discuss a number of areas of security cooperation and coordination, including criminal security, cybersecurity, and combating terrorism, in addition to issues of traffic, operations, electronic connectivity, passports, visas, and ports. The work teams shall submit reports on the results of their work to the Joint Security Committee. This came during the first meeting of the committee, which was held in the Kingdom of Bahrain over last 2 days, chaired by the Chief of Public Security, Lieutenant General Tariq bin Hassan Al Hassan, and Under Secretary of Ministry of Interior in Kuwait, Lieutenant General Anwar Abdul Latif Al Barjas. His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa welcomed Electricity and Water Affairs Minister. His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, first Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, General Sports Authority GSA Chairman and Bahrain Olympic Committee BOC President, received at his office or at Al Wadi Palace Electricity and Water Affairs Minister Yasser bin Ibrahim Humaidan. His Highness Sheikh Khalid outlined the GSA's vision and plans to develop the sector of sports and support clubs, focusing on ways to promote cooperation regarding sports affairs. He stressed that the importance of stepping up cooperation between the GSA and the ministry, which would contribute to delivering better services to national clubs and sports facilities. The minister praised the efforts undertaken by His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa to develop the sector of sports in the Kingdom of Bahrain. Bahrain Polytechnic announced the launch of 3 Masters program. Wael bin Nasser Al Mubarak, Minister of Municipalities and Agriculture Affairs and Chairman of the Bahrain Polytechnic Boards of Trustees, announced that the launch of the first set of master's degree programs offered by the Polytechnic ever since its establishment in 2008. The minister said that during the Bahrain Polytechnic's press conference that the program include the Master of Science in Engineering in Sustainable Energy Systems, Master of Science in Artificial Intelligence, and the Master in International Trade and Strategy. The master's program were launched to meet the requirement of the labour market and to achieve the Polytechnic Strategic Plan 2023 to 2026, which is in line with the Bahrain's Economic Vision 2030, which seeks to further enhance educational deliverables to contribute to the comprehensive and sustainable development. Now we shall go for a short commercial break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. The Indian Ladies Association is once again proud and excited to announce the commencement of the much awaited and very popular program, the Speak Easy classes. ILA runs spoken English classes for low-income group workers in order to empower them to gain proficiency in the English language and add to their personality development. This program was started 26 years ago and it has proven to be a very successful program, helping thousands of aspirational workers to better their station and status, thereby enhancing their job prospects. Fully trained teachers who have a passion for teaching, anyone who is willing to learn take up the responsibility. Classes are held twice a week and the entire program is concluded in 2 months. Students with basic proficiency in English and a minimum qualification of a senior school certificate are eligible to be admitted after a very comfortable interview. A nominal fee is charged for the entire program. All the reading materials are provided. At the end of the program, a graduation ceremony is held where the proud and empowered students are handed their certificates of completion. Equipped with the knowledge, these students know their job prospects would improve vastly and they would be able to make serious headway in their chosen professions. It translates into promotions, better jobs and increased remuneration. The Speak Easy program not only touches an individual but also tries to impact the entire family. Please contact 39257150 or 36709100 or 33237745 for application forms and further details. Dubai announced $2.3 million self-driving bus challenge test. Dubai's Roads and Transport Authority (RTA) announced that field tests have begun for participants in the Dubai World Challenge for Self-Driving Transport 2023. Testing will be conducted at Dubai Silicon Oasis. The challenge offers a purse of $2.3 million divided into two categories: industry leaders, local academia. Ahmed Bahrozian, CEO of Public Transport Agency and chairman of the organizing committee for the Dubai World Challenge for Self-Driving Transport (RTA), said the launch of the third edition of the Dubai World Challenge for Self-Driving Transport follows the success of the first two editions. He added, Saudi Arabia announced the start of new Umrah season. Saudi Arabia's Ministry of Hajj and Umrah announced on Tuesday that the start of the new Umrah season for citizens and residents of Gulf Cooperation Council countries, including the Kingdom, state news agency has reported. Citizens and residents of GCC countries are now able to apply for an Umrah permit via the Nusuk or Tawakkalna application after the successful end of this year's Hajj season. The Nusuk application can be used to obtain the necessary permits to perform Umrah and visit the Holy Rawda in the Prophet's Mosque in Medina, while Tawakkalna ensures that the applicant meets the necessary health requirements. The ministry recently announced that the pilgrims from outside the GCC area will be able to perform Umrah from the start of the new Islamic year, which will fall on either the next Tuesday or Wednesday. Global public debt hit record of $92 trillion, UN reported. Global public debt surged to a record $92 trillion in 2022 as government borrowed to counter crises such as the COVID-19 pandemic, with the burden being felt acutely by developing countries, a UN report has said. Domestic and external debt worldwide has increased more than 5 times in the last 2 decades, outstripping the rate of economic growth, with gross domestic product only tripling since 2002, according to the Wednesday report. Developing countries owe almost 30% of the global public debt, of which 70% represented by the China, India and Brazil. 59 developing countries face a debt-to-GDP ratio above 60%, a threshold indicating high levels of debt, has announced. Nepal banned non-essential flights by helicopters after deadly crash. Nepal's aviation regulator has banned helicopters from conducting non-essential flights, including those for sightseeing, for 2 months after a deadly crash in the Everest region in which 6 people were killed. 5 Mexican tourists and the Nepali pilot of a small helicopter operated by the private managed air company were killed on Tuesday when their chopper crashed while returning from viewing Himalayan peaks, including Mount Everest, has reported. Non-essential flights like mountain flights, external load operations and showering of flowers by helicopters be restricted till September, the civil authority of Nepal said in a Twitter post late on. New Delhi evacuated hundreds over risk of after record rainfall. India's capital New Delhi on Wednesday began evacuating hundreds of residents over the risk of flooding as record rainfall has swelled water levels in a river that runs throughout the city, its chief minister has said. The Yamuna River has already risen above the danger mark and submerged a few adjoining areas in the capital of 20 million people, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said, adding that the water levels had surged to a 45-year high. On Wednesday, people living in makeshift houses next to the river put their belongings on bikes and tractors and moved to some of the 2,500 relief camps set in the city. The water level is continuing to rise and there is a flood-like situation at present. It is likely to rise further, Kejriwal told reporters as he was asked those who living near the river to evacuate their homes. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off by Shana Sultana. Good night.